Well, guys, we could be relegated in this episode. It comes down to 2 home games, 4 games to go in the season overall, but these could be the most important towards any chance of survival. The first one is against Burnley. They are in 17th place. That is a must win. And against Man City, well, anything could happen. Hey guys, welcome back to Small Football Manager 2018 and part 8 of Season 6 of the Journeyman with Ipswich Town. And today, 2 matches, as I've said, against Burnley and Man City. So, we are going attacking. We had a bit more of a positive game against Liverpool when we went for this. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to really attack and just try and force the issue. That has got to be the plan. I haven't took you through the team, but I'll take you through it when we get to the next screen, because there's a few changes in there. Spencer's come into defence. Joe Allen returns in the centre of midfield. And then we're going to go for Jari on the left, Andre Green on the right, and Ollie Watkins behind Vokes and Dicko up top. So here we go. This has got to be the game that we win. If we lose this, I think we actually will be relegated. So this could be the last match that we play in this season. Hopefully it won't be. Hopefully it won't come to that. But yeah, I think we've just got to try and score a bunch of goals today and just get some confidence into us, because the games against Crystal Palace and Swansea are winnable. So if we can win this game, we're still in it as far as I'm concerned. We need to get something out of the Man City game at the very least. Oh, for goodness sake! You know what? I'm gonna stop with all of the talk about hope and still having a chance, because quite frankly we don't. We have just been utterly rubbish for quite some time now. Against West Brom we were actually alright, coming back from 2-0 down and win 3-2, and that got everybody's hopes up. But any little chance we had when we lost to Brighton, and now we're going to lose to Burnley, and we're going to be relegated. We're going to have our second relegation. I think we can have the knowledge that if we did perhaps have a full season at Ipswich this year, that we might have just kept them up. You know, we're only about 10 points away from being comfortably safe. So, you know, it's... Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, good save. You know, it's frustrating that we came in 7 points from 20 games. That's not good enough. In the next sort of 15, we've managed to get 17. So, you know, who knows what could happen. But we're 3-0 down now. I think this formation was a little bit of a mistake, admittedly. You know, but defensively, we've just been abysmal. We have been abysmal, and we're 3-0 down against 17th place at home. You know, with only 40 minutes on the clock, and it could be 4-0. Oh, some work is going to have to be done over the summer with this side. Really are. Oh, here's Vokes now to Green. If we can get a goal back before half time, you know me, there's always a hope. Here's Green. Come on. That's just rubbish. Oh dear. Ran away. Here's Spence now to Green. Nah. Allen now to Watkins. Vokes to Dicko. To Vokes. Good save. Good save. But for such an attacking tactic, we really haven't had many chances. Here's Green. Green with a shot. Good save. Good save. And fair play to Burnley and whoever this Dalton guy is, because they have torn us apart and they've thoroughly deserved their lead. Here's Green. Now to... doesn't matter anyway, it missed. That's our third clear-cut chance. Got to come out in the second half now and just try and do more of the same of what we did in that last 10 minutes. I think we were alright in that last 10 minutes, but coming back from 3-0 down is something that doesn't happen very often. And when you need victory the way we do, it's just frustrating. But there is a hint of regret, most definitely, of leaving Fleetwood and trying to turn this ship around. But I am proud of how we've went about it. We have just ran out of steam in the end, I think, and I think a clear out over the summer won't do the club any harm. I think keeping the younger guys about, maybe the strikers, I think they'll do all right in the Championship, and maybe bringing in a few more signings is what's needed. I'm not going to be actively looking for a job. I really don't want to move again. I think it's starting to become a little bit of a running gag in the series that I'm spending less than a year at each club and moving on and stuff like that. I would like to bring Ipswich back up to the Premier League, most definitely, and have some success in the Championship. I think that's better for our long-term reputation. Is yes, we're going to get relegated, but if we can bring them back up as comfortable champions, then we've done our job. But we failed at that at Burton, and I think if we fail here at Ipswich, we might have to move abroad. I'm not sure we'll get another job like we did at Fleetwood, where everything just fell into the right place. 65 minutes gone. This is just horrific. Oh, Maya has to come on now. Ajaria's injured. We'll bring Matt Ritchie on as well. And just try and turn everything around. It's just really sad how this has gone. Oh dear. Oh, I haven't even thought of the possibility that we might be sacked because of relegation. I'm pretty sure the board only asked to attempt to avoid relegation. We've definitely attempted it. Definitely. Oh dear. Here's Maya. Flanagan away. Boyan. Sims. Herrera. Dalton. Sims. I just want the final whistle to blow. I just want to avoid this torture anymore. Oh, good save. Good save by Bart. Here's Sims. Good tackle by Colley. Come on. At least get a consolation goal out of today. Alioski gets it forward. Here's Coleman now on the attack. Ritchie. Matt Ritchie gets it forward to Maya now. Maya on the ball. Oh. Rano gets it away. Here's Ritchie. Watkins now forward to Vokes. just nothing going right. Nothing going in the right areas. We beat them in terms of clear-cut chances. By that logic, we should be 4-2 up. But they're going to make it 5 surely here. Sims, Dalton, 5-0. Oh. This is painful. And I think, one positive about this is that we've established this tactic doesn't work. It was a fluke against Liverpool how we outperformed them in the second half last time out. Maybe when we went 1-0 down, I should have changed back to the usual tactic, but all ifs and buts, I don't think we'd have stayed up anyway. But if we go ahead and win the next 3 matches, I'm going to be frustrated about this result. 5-0, very, very disappointing, and that is us relegated now, and relegated with a whimper as well. You don't mind if you go down to the end of the season and you've given everything you've got, but in probably the most important game that we've had for some time, we haven't turned up, and we've been absolutely embarrassed by the team that we were chasing. And we'll have a quick look at the season. We'll see how Fleetwood are doing as well. We'll maybe have a look at Burton and Blyth and see if Curzon Ashton are knocking about, and Boston as well. Just as a bit of end of season 6 review, I don't think there's any point showing the other matches this season. I think that would just be silly. This season has been quite long as it is, so going down to the Championship, you never know, it could help us. But there we go, we have been relegated. The pivotal match was apparently a 6-0 defeat to Arsenal. I wasn't here for that, so that's fine. Season started poorly as they fell to 20th by November and were unable to recover under new manager Joanna to avoid relegation. Many saw coming at the beginning of the season. He's injured, and well, that's a decent transfer budget, to be fair. 750k wage budget, 13 million transfer budget. We are currently spending a little bit more than we should be with regards to next season's wage budget, but surely a lot of players will want to leave. And yeah, shall we have a look at the season? Obviously, we got the 5th round of the FA Cup. We weren't involved in the Carabao. And you can see for the briefest of moments we were off the bottom of the table. I don't know, a few episodes ago, but unbelievably, in this whole season, we haven't been outside of the relegation zone. So it was always going to be tough when we took over. We're now 10 points adrift with 9 to play for. There's no way back. The best we can possibly hope for is a 19th place finish, but I don't even think that's going to happen. If we have a look at the squad performances, I think goals is where our downfall is going to be when we have a look at this. Top goal scorers: 8 from Dicko in 21, 7 from 33 in Green, and 6 from 10 Andre Gray. If we'd had him from the start of the season, who knows what could have happened. 5 from 17 for Sam Vokes, not good enough, and 3 in 31 Ebanks Landel. That's brilliant for a defender, but he's our 5th top goal scorer, and just not enough goals in the side. Top assists is Coomson with 6, a January sign. I think one of the better signings that we made. Ajaria 5 and Green 5 as well. Top average rating is Andre Gray and Coomson and Allen. 3 players we brought in January. They've come in, they've performed well, but just not enough, unfortunately. A lot of wages that are going to just have to be reduced. Matt Ritchie in particular. I think he's only here until the end of the season though, is he? Oh no, he's got another couple of years. But fortunately, I think he'll do alright in the Championship. And I'm not sure many players will want to stick about. So that'll all be interesting as we go on into next season, trying to reduce that wage budget, maybe bringing in some new players. Let's just have a look at where Fleetwood are in the Championship. The last time I looked, they'd actually dropped out of the playoffs, so hopefully they've managed to get back into them. Although it wouldn't be nice if they got, well, they're in 6th at the minute. Glatzel, his goal scoring form has dropped right off since we managed him. So hopefully we can get him on loan next season. Oh, but Fleetwood are in an almighty battle for the playoffs. You never know, they might get there. League 1, how are Burton doing? This game is dragging a lot. By the way, Sunderland 9 points from 45, most definitely in League 2 now, which is a shame for them. Burton Albion at 15th. So does that mean 45 games have been played? Oh no, 44. So 2 games to go. It's huge for Fleetwood. Burton Albion 15th in League 1. What about League 2? Where are the good old Boston? They are 18th, so they're safe. And what about Blyth Spartans? I don't think Curzon Ashton have made it back to the football, well, not the football league, but the playable leagues just yet. And Blyth Spartans are probably going to go down with them. They're on 33 points. They need a 5-goal swing against Kings Lynn Town and a victory in the last game of the season. I think it's all over for Blyth Spartans. Gateshead are possibly going to go up, which would be nice to see. That's the dynamics of the team, by the way, but this is the story of the season. It just started horrifically for them. The pivotal moment was apparently the first game of the season, according to the media. A few games that, you know, I think Newcastle, they probably should have won. Leicester, they should have done better. Losing against Man United, you can't avoid. They beat Everton, drew 2-2 away from Stoke, maybe looking like it's going to get better. And then just a horrific run of form, really, until we came in and we beat Arsenal 3-2. That was a fantastic performance by us. And it really filled us with hope that we could get back. We beat Leicester in between episodes 1-0, and then the defeat against Newcastle, again, a very, very poor performance. But then back-to-back wins in the Premier League against Everton and Bournemouth, again, off the bottom of the table. We looked like we could get back into it, but then another awful, awful run of form, which was stemmed by that 3-2 victory over West Brom, and who knows what could have happened if we held on to that victory against Brighton. We would have went into that Liverpool game with our tails up, and maybe, just maybe, could have got something out of it. And, well, today, I have no words for it. We were absolutely abysmal. Andre Gray, interestingly, scored 3 in a row, was injured for this match. So maybe something else would have happened if Andre Gray had played, but you just can't make it up. Kieran Dalton, a regen, he's only scored 12 goals all season, scored 4 of them in the match against us, and now we've got to play 3 painful dead rubbers to end off the season, and it's all a big, big shame. But we have been relegated for the second time in 6 seasons. It's not looking good in this journeyman, but we did make it to the Premier League, if briefly, and we'll hopefully rebuild over the summer and have a squad that's capable of the winning the championship. You know, I would like to stay at Ipswich a little bit longer, although if a big club comes along, I can't really refuse it, can I? So it's how it goes. And if you have enjoyed this season, if you have enjoyed this episode, make sure you leave a like down below. It really does mean a lot for me and for the channel. Subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.